Peace. My name is Misty Moon, and I'm an integrative health coach for women. And my purpose is to help women heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And today I'm going to be addressing the spiritual aspect of healing through the question, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? As I'm posting this video, it's the very last day of 2020. And so not only are we entering into a new year, but we are in a new age. The energy is different. We are in that 5D energy. And so it's more than just making a New Year's resolution. It's more than just manifesting something like more money in your bank account. This is like an opportunity to manifest on a big scale. So it starts by getting clear on who you want to be. What direction do you want to go into? So that's going to be what we're going to be discussing today. And so let's get to it. So I want to start off by saying that I am not an astrologer, okay? But what I do know is that we have an innate connection to not only Earth, but to the celestial planets above us, right? So when you think about astrology, oh, what's your sun sign? I'm a Leo, I'm a Cancer. What's your rising? What's your moon sign? Where's your Venus? So when we're born, what happens is that you basically take, because keep in mind that we know that the Earth is constantly rotating, right? And then the Earth is rotating around the moon and around the sun and then around all the different planets, and they all have their various, rotations. So the moment that you're born is as if you took a photograph of exactly of what position those planets were the moment that you came into life, the moment that you took your breath. And then astrologers are able to take that and be able to dissect it to tell you what your sun sign is, what your moon sign is, where your houses are. And so that would give you information about your personality and about your temperament. And think about, to give you another example, the moon. Every full moon, the hospitals, the police department, they all, report that there are higher activities during the full moon. Think about the term lunatic, right? Luna means moon in Latin. So we cannot deny that we have this innate connection to the planets. So I'm saying that to say this, and I wish I would have gotten this information sooner, but it is what it is, so I'm sharing it with you now. So the last winter solstice, what made this last winter solstice so auspicious is that we had Jupiter and Saturn that were in conjunction with each other, meaning that they were very close to each other. And that only happens every 21 years or every 20 years. And so if you think back to all the major events that's happened in 20-year increments, there's always been some major event. For an example, there was in 2000, there was 9/11. 20 years prior to that was the attempted assassination on Reagan. 20 years prior to that was the assassination of JFK. So there's always been some major event that takes place during the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. And to take it a step even deeper, what made this last conjunction, winter solstice, so prominent was that it was also at the beginning of a new age. We go into a new age every 2,000 years, if I'm correct. So we are officially in the age of Aquarius. I can't go into much detail about what that means, but what I can tell you is that Aquarius is an air sign, so it's very mental. So this is our and when you think about air, it flows, right? We were in more like a denser energy where now the energy is moving a lot quicker. So as we're going into knowing that all that happened, as far as our celestial connection is, and knowing that we do have this organic connection to the celestial bodies, and we're entering into a new year, and we went through all that we went through in 2020 with the Great Awakening, this is more than just setting your New Year's resolutions. This is about who do you want to be? Who do you no longer want, those characteristics that were just weighing you down? This is the time to finally nip that in the bud. This is that time to sit down and to get crystal clear. What is your purpose? What legacy do you want to leave behind? And then get clear on what that is and start taking action. If you don't know what steps to take, go out and seek help. There are so much resources out there. There's no more excuses for us to be living in a low vibrational state. There's just no excuses, unless that's just what you want to do. If that's your choice, then no judgment. But if you've been like just hungry and like frustrated and just like, I'm just tired of this life that I have for myself. I'm tired of my financial situation. I'm tired of like being depressed. I'm tired of being overweight. I'm tired of these toxic relationships. This is the time to finally make that shift. This is it, because the universe is in alignment. There's a celestial alignment in a way that hasn't been before that's going to accelerate whatever it is that you want. So again, if you want to continue being in that toxic, if you want to continue being in those toxic relationships, if you want to continue being overweight and tired and confused, the universe is going to support that more than ever. So we have 2 years. This is a 2-year time frame with this celestial conjunction to be able to finally, as I'm saying, get your shit together. Okay? This is it. So you think about like everything that happened in 2020. It's called the Great Awakening, right? So people woke up. So if you think about that, literally, when you wake up in the morning, that's just a first step. You got to get your ass out of bed. You got to put your clothes on or take a shower, and go out into the world and make things happen. So that's where we are right now. 2020, we got awoke, and everyone went through their own, uncomfortableness with the awakening, or their growing pains, your spiritual growing pains, becoming awoke, because it's not an easy process, especially if you're just now starting to become aware of what's been happening. But now is a time to start taking action. What are you going to do with this information? What are you going to do with this higher vibrational mindset that you have? You can't just sit in it and just be aware of it. I mean, you can if you choose to, or you can choose to do something with it and create a legacy, make a difference here on this planet. There's a reason why that we're all born. There's a reason why that we're here. So when our physical bodies die and decomposes back into the earth, you want to be able to allow your spirit to leave with something to be proud of, to leave with something that's going to accelerate your spiritual experience and whatever comes after this. So think of it that way. Start thinking on a larger scale. And those who are resonating with this knows what I'm talking about, where you're just like, you have a purpose. That you're supposed to be doing so much more than sitting in a cubicle or in your home office now. There's something more that you're meant to do. And if you're feeling that urge, this is the time to do it. This is a time to figure it out. Mind Valley is a great platform where they offer mini classes. The Gaia Network is another great, it's like Netflix, but with spiritual content. I think it's only like $5 a month or something like that. Tons of like spiritual content there. There's so many resources out there. There's really no excuse anymore. Okay. So, that's all that I wanted to share. I won't be too long-winded, but I just want to wish you all a powerful, powerful, powerful 2021. This is our time, y'all. This is our time to shine, to make a difference. And if you feel like you need any support whatsoever, please reach out to me. My focus when I do my coaching is helping women to identify what are those negative beliefs in your subconscious mind that's on autopilot, that's keeping you from living the life that you want to create, that keeps you in that state of self-sabotage, that keeps you in that state of self-loathing and not taking care of yourself and not putting yourself as a priority. That's what I do. That's what I specialize in. So if you need some help, if you need some assistance in that realm, I offer a free coaching session, one free coaching session with no time limit whatsoever. So we'll connect. I'll help you, and you'll be amazed at how much you can get accomplished within that time frame. And if you want to continue going, awesome. If not, you can take that information and be able to be sustainable with that. But if you're stuck and you just need some movement, please reach out to me. This is what I do. This is what I'm passionate about. This is my purpose. I found my purpose. That's why I'm so fired up. And I want you to be fired up about your purpose as well. Okay? So again, have an amazing 2021. And if you resonated with this message, please like and subscribe to help me spread my light into the world and to inspire other women to wake up and to take action and to live the life that you were created to live. Okay? So anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, whenever you're watching this video. And I'll see you on the other side. All right. Peace.